welcome to my channel. This is Serge, and today we are taking a look at the Banpresto's Age of Heroes All Might. As you can tell right there, you get an illustrated image of All Might, looking really good. Over on this side of the box, you get a nice product shot with Age of Heroes All Might right down there at the bottom. Over on this side of the box, you get a different product shot with the Age of Hero All Might right down there at the bottom. Over here on the back of the box, you get Age of Hero All Might, and then you get a full product image of All Might. Up here at the top of the box, you get the Age of Heroes, and down here at the bottom, nothing but the barcode. Let's get to it. Open this bad boy up. You're not confused because All Might is here, out of the box and ready to save the day onto your screen. We're getting ready to take a look at Banpresto's take on Deku's mentor in just a second. Let's take a good look at Banpresto's take on All Might. And right here, we'll take a good look at his head sculpt. And they didn't do a bad job at it at all. But I do think it's a little bit thinned out for my taste. It should be like a little bit more fuller and more thicker. Right here, it just looks like the young version of All Might to me, like the one with the wide eyes. And I don't know how else to explain it other than that, because he doesn't have as thick of a face whenever he's younger. But right here, you have McFarlane's All Might. And this one is just a little bit, I'm going to say it's a little bit of a fat head. Even though this head's too small for this body, it's just, he's got kind of them chubby cheeks going on, to versus where this one is just too skinny. If they could meet in the middle somewhere, then maybe you could have a perfect All Might. But neither one of these aren't too bad. Just this one is just like super tiny and super chubby cheeked, in my opinion. But both of them have really good hair sculpt for what they are. But we're taking a look at the Banpresto. And right here around the collar, looks very good. I like that. I like the flesh tone that we're seeing on it. It looks very good. Versus, let's compare again yet to the McFarlane, where that collar comes all the way up and meets the neck and through the jawline. And you get a little bit of that flesh tone right there in a V shape. But, you know, this right here is how I think the All Might suit should look, where you see more of the neck. So that's another point for Banpresto. And I do like the hair sculpt a lot better on this All Might. I just think it looks a lot better. And I like the color choice that they use. It's more of a cheesy yellow, like if you were to melt some cheese. But also his head pops out just easily like so, and it comes disassembled. And it kind of looks like a Pez dispenser in a weird little way. Now, I have seen where people take this head sculpt and Dremel it out and put it on this body right here. And to me, that just doesn't flow the figure, because, like I said, this face needs to be a little bit more fuller for, you know, for me to like it as much. You know, it's I don't know, it's just not as full as what I would like. But that's not enough about that. I like the muscles that we're seeing around the neck. That looks very good. Pleases me a lot. Now, what I do have a huge complaint, and it's not showing up that well on camera, maybe if I adjust some lighting, but that white right there is more like a creamy color, to where the McFarlane is like a straight white color. And, you know, this right here pleases me a lot better than that. Even though the paint apps came out very sloppy on this figure. Like right through here is fuzzy work. And then you can see different colors in there. And then the white didn't come out clean and all that. To where they, you know, messed up on that. This figure has really not any paint detail out of place. I mean, you do get some blue bleeding through this yellow right there, but that's because they painted over that blue. And I got a little bit of bubbling right through here. I don't know how well you can see that, but I do have some bubbles right through there in the paint. That's a little bit displeasing, but all in all, it's a good statue. But I would have liked to have seen better ab details through here, because, you know, All Might is a big beefy dude. He's very cut, to where this one you do get to see them abs and stuff. So I do like that on the McFarlane a little bit better. So that, you know, and I'm doing a lot of comparison between the two because these are basically the only two All Might figures that I have. I mean, I do have the other GameStop exclusive, but he's not wearing the same uniform. But right here, the paint got a little bit sloppy right through here, but not enough for me to complain that bad about. But I do like the muscles in his legs and stuff, and I like that you can see his kneecaps. So I do like this Banpresto a lot. But my biggest gripe about it is that head sculpt. Also comes with a stand that you can place them on to give them a little bit extra height, and there's two peg holes right there, and he does have peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And what you do is you just line the peg holes up just like so and try to get them on there, and it just gives them a little bit extra height. You don't really need it unless, you know, you got figures in front of them and you want to give them that extra height like I said, but you don't really need it because you can take this stand off, and you can, even if you walk around your house like you're a Clydesdale, you're not going to knock this figure over. He stands very good, so you don't really need it unless you need that height. Banpresto's All Might scales next to a couple of McFarlane Toys All Mights. Over there on the left we have the GameStop exclusive, and over there on the right we have the original release. And both of these have very sloppy paint apps and tiny heads, where he has a really goofy looking face and no muscle definition in his abs, so that bothers me a lot. And also, I like for my, especially at this price point, I like for my action figures to be posable, and he's not very posable. I know he's a statue, but he's still a piece of plastic in my opinion, and still a figure, so I like to be able to articulate. Now, it's a really good statue, I'm not saying that, it's just that, you know, I'm kind of torn. Do I want better looks, or do I want to be able to pose my figure? And I'm just torn between it. But let me know which one you think is the best one in the comments below. Here's how Banpresto's All Might scales next to Shoto Todoroki over there on the right, and Izuku Midoriya over there on the left, and those figures are from McFarlane Toys. And honestly, I really do enjoy this scaling a lot. I think it fits a lot better in scale than the original All Might that we see with that same line. Here, I'll go ahead and just slide that over there just like so. And I feel like that goes in scale. This goes in scale better than that. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Banpresto's All Might scales next to Kirishima over there on the left, and over there on his right we have Tomura Shigaraki. Here's how Banpresto's All Might scales next to the GameStop exclusive NECA's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990s movie line. Foot Soldier over there on the left, and over there on the right from that same line of action figures we have the Shredder. Hasbro, here's how the Banpresto All Might scales next to the Power Rangers Lightning Collection lines. Dragon Shield Black Power Ranger over there on the left, and over there on the right from Marvel Legends, the Superior Octopus. Here's my final thoughts on this figure. It's a really good pickup if you have all the McFarlane My Hero Academia action figures, because as you can see in my scaling, if you haven't skipped ahead in my video, that they fit really well in scale with this statue. Now, you're not going to be able to pose it around because it's a statue. It's not articulated. So that is a little bit bothersome, but he checks most of the boxes of what you need for an All Might. He just needs a fuller face and more ab definition, in my opinion. But let me know what you think of the figure. Let me know what you think of the review in the comments below. And as always, feel the urge to collect with Surge. If you want more action figure collectors reviews, then feel the urge to subscribe to Surge. And if you've liked what you've seen, then click that big thumbs up button. If you want to get notified of my latest videos whenever they drop, click that notification bell. If you want to see this channel grow, share with a friend. Speaking of friends, you can friend me over there on Facebook. Links to that will be in the description below. You can also follow me along on Twitter. Links to that will be in the description below.